Hello and welcome to my channel. In last video we have seen the file structure of Angular. In this video we are going to learn basics of component. We are going to understand what exactly makes up a component and how we can add a new component to our Angular application. The component is made up of three parts. First is template, which represents the view. This will be created using HTML. Second is class. This is nothing but the code that supports Vue, and this is created using TypeScript. The class, like any other programming language, contains properties and methods that can be used to write logic of the view. Finally, a component has a metadata attached to it, and this is the information that Angular needs to decide if the particular class is Angular component or just a regular class. And it is defined using a decorator, which is a feature in TypeScript. Decorator is just a function that provides information about the class attached to it. For component we used component decorator. So if we put together a template, a class and some metadata, we get an Angular component. Now let's try to relate this to app component that we have in our Angular Hello World application. So let's go to Visual Studio and open the file app.component.ts. At the bottom we have our class. The name of the class is app component. This class currently contains only one property, title, and does not contain any method. To this class, we have metadata attached in the form of component decorator. By using component decorator, Angular identifies the class as a component. So as a part of metadata, we have selector, template URL and a style URL. The selector is basically a custom HTML tag that is used to represent this component. When you write selector in your HTML, Angular renders components template in its place. So for our Hello World example, selector for the app component is AppRoot, and in our index.html file it is used as a custom HTML tag. So AppRoot in the opening and closing tag. So Angular renders app components template when it comes across this AppRoot selector. But what exactly a template for this app component? That is defined using the template URL. The template URL points to the HTML file that represents the view for this component. If we take a look at our app.component.html, we have welcome to followed by title in double curly braces. And the title is nothing but the property in our class, which is core PHP. So when we run the application, this HTML in the app.component.html gets replaced in the index.html file where you specify this component selector. So that's how the HTML templates gets rendered in the browser. So finally we have the style applied only to this component, and that is specified using the style URL. Right now this file is empty, but you can style your component using this file. So that is basically a structure of component and how you include in your application. So let's try to create a new component and add it to our application. So we will create component using Angular CLI. So go to command prompt and type ng, G for generate, C for component, and followed by component name, and we will name our component as demo. This command will create all files required and also update app.module.ts. So let's go to the VS Code. In app folder, a new folder demo is created, and under that HTML, CSS and TypeScript files are also created. As you have noticed, even though we have named our component as just a demo, dot component is added by default. This is the convention to naming component in Angular. take a look at HTML file. Demo works is typed for us. So now we have created a new component, but anytime you create a component, your application should be aware of it. So in the app module, we import demo component and then add it to declarations array. So with the help of Angular CLI, by using a single command, you can generate component that is ready to be used in your Angular application. Now to include this component to your HTML, we just add the custom HTML tag that represents the selector. So go to app.component.html, which represents the view for app component and which is the root component in our application. Just add tag app-demo with opening and closing tags, which represents our newly added components. Angular has only one root component and all other components will fall under root component. That is why we include app-demo inside app.component.html. So save this and go to the command prompt and type npm start or ngserve and go to the browser. You can see template for our app component and template for demo component is displayed. So now we will make some changes to our newly created component. For that, go to the demo.component.ts. There are three ways to specify your selector. First we have seen already. The second way to specify our selector is use it as a class. So begin your selector with a dot and you can use this selector as a class name. So instead of app-demo tag, we can have a div tag, and to this div tag we have a class equal to app-demo. Just save and go to the browser and you will see the same output as earlier. Finally, the third way to specify the selector is to enclose selector within square brackets. Now inside HTML, we need to use app-demo as an attribute. So instead of a class, we specify app-demo as an attribute to this div tag. Save and go to the browser. You will see the same output. So these are the three ways to specify the selector. Next, in our component, we have template URL, which points to the file which contains the HTML, that is demo.component.html. But it is also possible to specify the template inline, and for that we use template property. You can change template URL to just template. So now we can specify HTML right here. Just add inline HTML and a div tag. Just save and go to the browser. Now you will see the inline HTML placed inside div tag. If your inline HTML is more than one line, just add backticks instead of single quote. Just add backticks and split it in multiple lines. Save and go to the browser. Inline HTML is displayed. Now just like HTML, we can have CSS inline as well. So instead of style URL, we can have just styles property, and this will be an array again. We can use backticks to use multiple lines of CSS. So inside backticks add the style to the div element, div color blue. 7, go to the browser. You can see inline template now displayed in blue color. So that covers the basic for the component. See you in the next video.